Sometimes, as the years quietly gather behind us, there comes a moment when simply standing up from a chair feels heavier than it once did, and many seniors find themselves worrying, not loudly, but in the quiet spaces of the day, about losing strength in their legs, losing balance, or losing the freedom to move the way they used to. And if you have felt that gentle fear rising inside you, know that you are not alone, and you are not without hope, because the body, even in its later seasons, still listens, still responds, and still remembers how to heal when given the right touch. And today, I want to share something simple, something natural, something you can begin within the next 5 minutes, because sometimes the smallest daily ritual is the one that brings the biggest change. Many people don't realize that weakening leg muscles often come not from age alone, but from reduced circulation, from tiny inflammations around the joints, and from long stretches of time when the muscles do not receive the warmth, movement, and nourishment they quietly crave. And science tells us that as we grow older, our circulation tends to slow, our joints lose a bit of their natural lubrication, and the signals between the brain and the legs grow a little more hesitant. But nature also reminds us that warmth, touch, and certain plant oils can help stimulate the nerves, soothe the joints, and awaken the muscles in ways that feel safe and deeply comforting. This is why, for generations across many cultures, elders have used one simple remedy to keep their legs strong, steady, and lively: warm sesame oil massage, a practice rooted in both ancient tradition and modern understanding of how muscles respond to heat and gentle stimulation. And although it sounds almost too simple, the combination of warmth, pressure, and natural plant compounds often helps seniors feel more grounded, more stable, and more connected to their own bodies again. To begin, all you need is a small bottle of sesame oil. Plain, food-grade sesame oil is perfectly fine, and a clean towel. Warm the oil slightly, just enough that it feels cozy against your skin, not hot, not uncomfortable, just warm like sunlight resting on your legs. And if you prefer, you can place the bottle in a cup of warm water for a minute or two. Then, while sitting comfortably, gently apply the oil from your knees down to your ankles, moving slowly, moving kindly, as if you are reminding your legs that they still belong to your life, to your steps, to your future. And with each motion, breathe a little deeper, allowing your mind to settle as your body softens. Spend at least 5 minutes on each leg, using slow upward strokes to encourage circulation, then gentle circular movements around the knees and calves. And do this once a day, ideally in the evening, when your body naturally shifts toward rest, because nighttime is when the muscles loosen, when the nervous system quiets, and when healing settles in more easily. What many seniors notice after just a week is subtle but meaningful. The legs feel warmer throughout the day, the stiffness that usually greets them in the morning softens a little sooner, and walking feels slightly steadier, as if the legs are waking up again, remembering their role, remembering their strength. And because sesame oil contains natural antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, the joints often feel calmer, less tense, and more supported. Some people describe a pleasant tingling sensation after a few days, like gentle sparks of life returning to places that felt sluggish or forgotten, while others say they feel more confident standing up, more secure taking those first steps after sitting. And these small improvements, these tiny victories, begin to build a kind of quiet momentum. And the beauty of this practice is that it is not just physical. It becomes emotional, a daily moment of self-care that reminds you that you are still here, still able to nurture yourself, still capable of change at any age. And sometimes that emotional shift is just as powerful as the physical one. When the legs feel supported, the heart feels lighter. When the body feels warm, the mind feels safer. And when movement becomes easier, even by a little, the world feels more reachable again. So give yourself this 1 week, this one simple oil, this one gentle ritual, and notice how your body thanks you in small whispers. A more confident step, a softer waking in the morning, a steadier walk across the room, a feeling that strength is not gone, only waiting for you to call it back. And as the days pass, try repeating a quiet phrase during your practice, something like, "My legs are learning again," or "My body still remembers," because repetition creates rhythm, and rhythm creates change, and change, even slow change, is still movement toward a brighter place. If you stay consistent, the results often continue to grow, not dramatically, not all at once, but gently, like light spreading across a room at sunrise. And you may find yourself feeling grateful for this small act, grateful for your body's willingness to respond, grateful for the simple truth that it is never too late to care for yourself with kindness. And as you close each day, remind yourself that strength is not measured only by power or speed. Sometimes strength is the courage to try again, the willingness to care for the parts of you that feel tired, and the quiet belief that healing is still possible. Your legs have carried you through a lifetime of steps, and they are still capable of supporting the moments ahead. So let this simple ritual be your reminder that your journey is not finished, that your body is still your companion, and that with a little warmth, a little patience, and a little hope, you can rediscover steadiness, comfort, and the gentle freedom of movement again.